I am 28 years old, rebuilding my life and creating the dream that I have always envisioned. What does this look like for me? Well, in my previous video, I stated why I was in the position that I was in. And mostly it was because I lacked direction, I fell out of motivation and purpose and drive and everything. I lost my momentum when I was building something that I truly was passionate about. Life happens, but it's what you choose to do when life knocks you down with what you're gonna do with that. Are you gonna come back stronger, or are you going to allow it to take over? I let it take over for a good period of time, but now I'm back. I am so back because I have reached a point where I got fed up with the stagnanticity that was going on in my life, allowing everything to just pass me by, watching other people create the life that they desire and what it is that they are living and striving for. And knowing that I too have all of the same capabilities, I just have to put my mind back into it. I have to challenge myself. And when you're not challenging yourself and staying stagnant, then that is going to be a result of your reality. If you feel like you're in a position, do not beat yourself up. Do not pull yourself down. Do not tell yourself negative things. All you need is a routine. First, it's your mindset. Then it's your routine. The routine is what keeps the flow of life going and the feeling of working towards something. If you're not working towards anything, if you're not keeping your mind active or busy, then that is when you're allowing space for negativity, you're allowing space for anything to come in and take control. But when you take control of your life, your mind, your body, change is going to come. It's inevitable. Also, ignore this AirPod. It serves no purpose. It's not a mic. It just a little bit more comfortable when talking on the camera. It's like a little prop. But besides the point, what does your daily life look like right now? Are you happy with it? Is it challenging you? Is it moving you in the direction that you want to go to? What does your future self look like? Do you have an idea? Do you have a concept? What do you want your future to look like? Do you have any goals? Do you have any dreams? I'm sure you do. And another thing I want to point out is that if you lack goals, that is another issue right there. As someone who has given up on their goals, as someone who stopped posting consistently on YouTube, I lost my momentum. I think about, this is probably my third year of being active on YouTube and being consistent-ish. I didn't fully give up, but I surely wasn't as consistent as I was in the beginning. I can't help but to think where I would be right now, what opportunities would have come, how many subscribers I'd have, where would I be in life, right? But you can't dwell. We're not in the past. We are here and we have to acknowledge where our feet are. And if I fell off, that is my fault. If I'm not seeing any growth, if I'm not seeing any change, because I'm not doing anything about it. I stopped showing up. I stopped presenting myself. I stopped practicing what I was preaching and completely fell off. And there was a moment when I would try to force myself to keep that momentum, to keep that routine, but it felt like I was not practicing what I preached. I wasn't standing by what it is that I was saying. What I was saying and preaching wasn't resonating with how I was feeling. And it isn't until I finally accepted where I'm at and just knowing that I have to look forward and ahead, not what's behind me, really differentiates the reality moving forward. So you have to embody. It's all about alignment. You can talk, but if you don't feel, if you don't believe, then it's not going to work. You have to believe in the vision. You have to believe in the purpose. You have to believe in your desires. You know, it's a lot, especially when you're living life in survival mode, like many of us are. I know I am. And when you are faced with the realities of life, it's very, very difficult to focus on creativity. I had no time for it. And any time that I did have, I'm in this bed sleeping because I'm just exhausted because I'm trying to keep my head above water. But if I continue to stay in that pattern, in that cycle, that's all it's ever going to be, is that same pattern and that same cycle. So I had to study and observe where I'm at right now, what is not serving me, and how I'm going to get myself out of this toxic cycle. Structure, routine, and discipline is what you need. That's the recipe for success. You'll hear it from me, and you'll hear it from many other creators. Focus on having a structure and implementing one thing whenever you're watching this video. If you're watching it in the evening, what can you add tomorrow to make your day better? If you're watching this in the morning, you can plan something for later this evening before you go to bed. Like for me, I like to read, just currently got a book. And although this isn't really about, I don't want to say it's not about mindset, it's really too soon for me to judge. It's too soon for me to speak on this book, but I'm keeping my mind busy. I'm reading something. I'm not scrolling on social media. I'm learning new things. I journal, not as frequently as I should, but this is a really good way to release all of these things that I'm sharing with you. And another thing that's very important is regulating your nervous system. Reading regulates your nervous system. Journaling regulates your nervous system. Stretching, yoga, exercising, walking regulates your nervous system. So like I said earlier, if I'm not working and I'm just laying in the bed all day because I'm feeling sorry for myself, I'm unhappy, I'm this, I'm that, you gotta be moving. You have to keep your body moving. You have to keep that flow going. And once you embody that routine and that rhythm and that cycle, it will become easier. But in the beginning, it's a mental battle, trying to pull yourself up out of the bed, trying to make yourself go to the gym, trying to read a chapter when your mind is easily distracted. I apologize. I really hope you can still hear me when I go back to edit this video, that the bus didn't interfere, because I don't feel like repeating what I just said. But all of these things are healthy for you because it keeps your mind busy, it keeps it active. And did I say challenge? Yes, because I'm very standing 10 toes down on the whole challenging your brain, because you need to learn something new. You need to keep it active. You need to keep it going, because again, like I talked about in my previous video, if you're not active, you're deteriorating. You're turning into stone. If you're not moving your body, you need to move your body. It's hard, but you need to move your body. Another thing that I do, I read the Bible, and I know this isn't for everybody, but I just want to share with you what works for me. This is a really difficult book to understand on your own. One way that I like to practice my faith is to put on a YouTube channel that I will chat GPT what it is that I'm struggling and what story in the Bible would help me with what I'm struggling with. And I will go and put it Proverbs, Romans, Ecclesiastics, and I will listen and follow along right before bed, and it truly does wonders. I really wish I picked up the Bible sooner. Again, this is my personal experience, but it helped me a lot, and I stand by it. Another thing, I have my yoga mat right outside of my living room because I have yet to get a couch, and I just practice my yoga there. I have a mirror, I have my little yoga studio. Sometimes I'll put my projector out there, I'll put a beautiful scenic overlook and make me feel like I'm in my mansion, overlooking Malibu, overlooking the Mediterranean, whatever it is. I mentally put myself and I visualize where I want to be in this moment. I am not here in Las Vegas. I am living in my dream. Having a vision is very important, because you get these flashbacks as you're on your journey. Though you're not quite there yet, You just know how good it's gonna feel and be when you get to that moment, and it's what keeps you striving. So for me, that's one. The second one, when I'm driving my car, I picture I'm in my dream car and I'm overlooking the mountains. One thing I love to do living in Las Vegas is look at the mountains, especially when the sun is setting. Like, I envision all of this, I soak in all of the beauty around me, but I know what will make it 10 times better is hearing that flat six naturally aspirated engine. Yes, and it's gonna come, but is it here right now? No. But another thing that I had to accept within myself was that if I stay stagnant, if I stay still, I'm never going to get there. You at least have to try. And I remembered that when I did try and I put effort into what it is that I wanted to create, life was serene. It was like serendipity. The birds were singing everything every morning. I was romanticizing life. It could be so mundane to the next person, but for me, it was a vibration. It was a feeling. Like, I know I'm going to get there, but in this moment, I'm going to enjoy where I'm at. I'm going to enjoy my cup of coffee. I'm going to clean my apartment. I'm going to, go grocery shopping. I'm going to pay my bills. I'm going to do what I need to do. But understanding that the little things, like recording a YouTube video, like creating something on my laptop. I have so many projects on my laptop that just have been stuck in my laptop that are going to see the world someday, but it isn't until I practice this habit and this routine to get into that creative flow again. That's all that's missing, is the initiative to want to do better. That's all it takes, and every single day is going to look different, so you have to learn how to move with the day. The weeks are gonna look different, and if you're a woman, like, we go through different cycles. It's very difficult because there's moments and weeks where I am high on life. There's times where I am down in the dumps, but it's all about how you treat yourself in these moments and how quickly you can get yourself back into that vibration is what's going to keep you going. You don't want to stay still for too long, because that's just when you start to feel everything starts to feel heavy. It weighs you down. You start dragging, and it doesn't feel good. And I hope that didn't show up on camera, and you have the opportunity to choose. You can choose positivity or you can choose negativity. And we are programmed so easily to teeter on the negative side just a little bit more, that positive thinking. Granted, your current situation is really difficult to try to feel love and light and all of the beautiful butterflies. But I'm telling you, once you rewire your brain and get back into that headspace, no matter if everything around you is burning, I always think of this meme. It's the dog that's sitting in flames and he's like, this is fine, I'm fine. That's literally how it feels, because you trust that everything is going to work out. You trust that everything is going to be okay. And when you fully give that trust, when you fully give up and let go, that's when everything works itself out. But when you start to focus on your problems and you start to dwell on them and just overthink them, you either attract them, and most of the time what you're so stuck in your head about doesn't even happen. Everything works out. We just choose not to focus on them. We focus on our bigger problems when we should just be focusing on the faith that we should have within ourselves and life and whatever is ahead. We are looking towards the future. And actually, I want to revisit that, because recently I heard another good saying where it's like, you can't focus on the past, we're not there. We can't focus on the future, we're not there. We have to focus on the present because it's a gift. We are here in this moment. What are we going to do with this time? What are we going to do? It's my day off today. I slept a lot today. I called my sister and I cleaned. I made myself a parfait. I'm going to make myself dinner, and I'm not going to lie, I had me simpler, this is from Trader Joe's, simpler wine can. I'm gonna be real, at 1 o'clock. went back to sleep and woke up. Now I need to make a YouTube video. That's what I'm doing. I'm showing up. And the moment that you really stop overthinking things, the easier it becomes. So when you talk yourself out of going to the gym, when you just know you need to go to the gym, go put some work in, that's causing unnecessary tension. That's causing friction in your mind. That's making you doubt yourself. You're losing your confidence. You can't keep your promises to yourself, and you're losing it. Just get up and go. Don't think about it. Pick up the camera. Don't think about it. Do the hard thing. Don't think about it. Just get it over with. And when you get it over with and you follow through with it, you build that confidence. You're keeping these goals. You are keeping these promises to yourself. You're building momentum again. You're working towards something. Everything feels good. The more that you do that, the more that you practice that, you are going to be living that. And know that you are living that. You are. I'm a YouTuber. I'm filming right now. I'm going to upload it to my computer, do a quick edit, upload it again. Not even gonna think about it too much. Not gonna think about how imperfect it is. Not if my background looks crazy. Not if these pimples on my head look too red. Upload it and let it go. Go to the gym, let it go. Get that workout. You know it's only gonna make you feel better. You're never going to leave the workout feeling, this is about 16 minutes, but I'm in a really good flow right now. It's been a minute since I've been in this flow, so I'm going to enjoy it. You'll never leave the gym regretting a workout. I will never upload a video regretting it unless it's crazy, but just be proud of yourself. Give yourself these little graces, but still move. Move your body, move your mind, move your soul. Just move, just do the thing. Don't overthink it, don't overcomplicate it. Allow yourself to be a beginner, allow the imperfections, and you will get better with time. Just like wine, you will get better with time. All right, that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe for more. Bye guys. Mwah.